Okay, I literally just finished the whip parade, stopped the video, started the video again, and here we are for 2024 plans. I did talk some of the plans. I kind of showed off some of the things in the whip parade video, but we're going to go in depth on the planning parts of what I want to do with 2024 in this video. I've been talking for 3.5 hours, so if the words get hard, I apologize. I also feel like my voice is starting to go. I've got plans. I've got things everywhere in front of me. I'm blaming the majority of this on Carolyn Zook from C Zook Stitch. I watched her 2024 plans video and was like, I want to do all of that. So, like she said in her video, I'm going to say it in my video as well. She said it way better than I'm going to say it. Planning is not for everybody. Planning stresses out some people. Like saying what you're going to stitch, when, how, where. A lot of people are like, oh, no, I just want to like stitch the things that I want to stitch. I don't want to have like restrictions and plans and all these different things. And that's totally fine. You don't have to plan. Whatever, this is a hobby. This is what brings you joy. You do what brings you joy. For me, planning, list making, all of that kind of thing, like planning for trips and like inventories, itineraries, all of these kinds of things, those kinds of things bring me joy. I like doing that part of it. I like doing the list making. I like doing the organizing and the planning. The doing doesn't always happen the way it was planned, but I do find enjoyment from the planning part of it. I do have fun. It doesn't stress me out doing the plan. It brings me joy. So, I have all the plan. The doing will change. Guaranteed the doing will change. Because things will happen, things will pop up, whatever. Stitchy bug runs away, and when the stitchy bug runs away and I have to put out lost and found flyers, it stresses me out because then I feel like I'm behind, but it's okay. I have a plan. And I would like to share my plan with you. So here we go. This is my shopping list that doesn't need to be here. These are all the things that I need to buy to like complete series. Okay. The biggest thing, the first thing I want to talk to you about is, let me grab the whole thing, is the Praiseworthy Stitches Simple Gifts Halloween pattern that I will be hosting this Sal. I have divided it into 12 parts. Every month we'll stitch a new part. Yeah, I'm still working out the details on exactly how to like, I have it sectioned out. I just don't know how to like tell y'all where the lines are. Regardless, I'll figure it out. We have the whole month. This is going to be a January 1st start for me. All of these will technically be January 1st starts. I'm going to kit them up. I'm going to like put a couple stitches in the corner, in the center, wherever the pattern tells me I need to start. That's where I'm going to start. And then throughout the year, I will sit and like fully start the thing, right? I am going to have them ready. Let's put it that way. I'm going to do all of January 1st, 2024, all day long. That is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be prepping all of these so that throughout the year, when I sit down for the real start, they're ready to pick up and start stitching. So I'm not going to call all of these January 1st starts because this is really just going to be preps. They will be started throughout the year. This, however, will be a January 1st start. So anybody who wants to stitch this style with me, I will be starting at January 1st. You can start at January 1st as well for the month of January. We have this corner up here. I'm a top I'm a top, is that left? I'm a top left corner stitcher. I'm a top corner stitcher. I'm trying to think on the, yeah, that's left. God, I'm tired, y'all. Top left corner stitcher. So that's where I plan to start for the month of January. Each section that I have divided out is around 1,000 stitches. We go down to like from like 950 to like 1,200, depending on the section and where the motifs lie and everything else, because I didn't want to actually divide motifs in half and stuff like that. So, but it's around about 1,000 stitches a month, which for me is about 5 hours a month. So that's not a huge chunk of my time. For some others, it might be a little bit more, but that's the plan. About 1,000 stitches a month, starting this January 1st. And I will be working on that. I have allotted 2 days every month. I have my months planned out, you guys. I have allotted 2 days every month to work on simple gifts. Okay, 2019 focus is going to be happening. So I have 10 whips that were started in 2019, still kicking around. I would like to put 2,400, 2,400 stitches in each of those 10 whips. 2,400 because 2024. So I would like to put 2,400 in each of those 10 whips. Some of them, that's just going to be a good chunk. Some of them might be close to a finish. So the Frosty Friends ornaments, they're like the full coverage ones. 2,400 stitches might get me really close to a finish. And if that is the case, I might push for a finish on those. 2,400 stitches on my Cunning Hade, not so much. But it'll get me some good progress. 2,400 stitches means about 12 hours of work each. This is just going to happen throughout the year, okay? As it can. So I have actually 2019 whips. I have 2 days a month planned for work on those, and I will probably try to make those like weekend days so that I can get some good hours in. Okay, and those 10 whips is the Epic Mario, the Gryffindor crest, Sarabi, 3 of the Frosty Friends ornaments, the Magical Unicorn, the Universal Monsters, Vlad's Vosh Day, Witchy Washy Day, and the Cunning Hade. Those are the whips. So, okay. Then we have Fandom stitching. I will be participating in Fandom stitching this year. It is a Facebook group. If you're interested, it's open. You can join. Fandom stitching this year was focus on Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? I think it was Lord of the Rings. Next year, the focus is going to be Disney, and I'm loving what I'm seeing so far in the planning stages of the Disney stitching. I was really hoping for the Disney to be chosen next year, so I am going to be participating. What they do is they give you weekly challenges, monthly challenges. They have pop-up challenges that happen, but they give you prompts. Stitch on something black, stitch on something with red. I don't know. They give you different prompts. Stitch on something with a car, with a house. Different things that align with, like maybe it's Cinderella. Okay, stitch on something with glass, which that could be a house because the houses have the windows, right? Glass zipper, Cinderella. That's where my brain went. I'm making things up because I have not seen anything that they've done. So, but I am hopeful that whatever prompts they give me can align with what I'm already working on. That's the plan. So I will be participating in Fandom stitching. I'm super excited for that. I I don't believe that they've done teams sorting yet, so I'm excited to see what team I'm on, that kinds of things. Okay, I have 8 focus finishes for 2024. There are 8 things that for sure I would like to finish. All of my focus finishes for this year didn't happen, but quite a few of them did. So I'm excited for this. Grimm's Fairy Tales was a focus finish for this year. That didn't happen. So I am pushing it to be a focus finish again next year. All 3 of the Frosty Friends ornaments. Because I'm putting those 2,400 stitches in, I think I could just keep going and get them done. Please don't do Coke in the bathroom. I would like to get that done. It has sat as that start and never touched again. So I'd like to get that done. Half the Fun is almost halfway done, so I would like to get that one done. Hello Pumpkin should have been a start and a finish, but because everything was being started in October, boom, 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 it didn't get the time it needed. It's a small piece. Compared to all the rest of my pieces, it should be done. So Hello Pumpkin should be done, and Wama Wink. Wama Wink should be done. So that's 8 focus finishes. I hope to get them all done, or most of them. I have allotted 2 days a month to work on focus finishes, so whichever one of those whips I want to pick up. Monthly series. This year I've worked on my Raise the Roof monthly series. It's just the ones that are January, February, March, April. Those ones. I'm going to be done. Getting up December, and I'm going to be finishing that here at the beginning of December, and the series finished, and I'm so excited. So I voted I had my friends vote, and of all of the current monthly series that I have started, and they chose, well, I think there was a tie, so I ended up being the tiebreaker myself, and chose Lizzie Kate, Flip It Bits series. They're pretty small. They're about this big. So, I would like to, that's going to be my focus, to stitch, January and January, February and February, March and March, and so on. The same way I did with the Raise the Roof patterns this year. But this time they're small, so they won't take me quite as long as those Raise the Roof ones did. I actually have 2 days allotted for the Lizzie Kate. I don't know that I'm going to need 2 days, but I do have 2 days allotted for Lizzie Kate. I'm still going to be continuing to do WhipGo. I have not made my WhipGo board yet, but I will be continuing to do that. WhipGo is hosted by Jessie Marie Does Stuff, is her floss tube, and it is a Facebook group, but then she's also got things posted on Instagram. She's got an Instagram page called, I think it's just called WhipGo Official, or Official WhipGo, where she posts the numbers. She literally just did a video explaining WhipGo. So go to her channel, Jessie Marie Does Stuff, watch her video on WhipGo. Basically, you make a bingo board, number it 1 through 25, assign a whip to each number. Put your goal, whatever your goal may be, 2 days a month, or 2 days of progress, or a finish, or you can even put something on there that needs to be FFO'd. Whatever. Put 25 things in your board. You can leave the number 13, which is the free space, open and free, because when she does call 13, she calls three numbers that month. So it could be your bonus one, or it could just be your free space. I've left mine as a free space, so I really only have 24 things on my board. I have finished 2 things that were on my board this year. 2 things have been finished, so I'll have 2 empty spaces, and I think that some of them might be rotated out and other things put in their places. So, but I haven't made my board yet. I plan on doing that soon. this is what my board for this year looks like, if you're interested. There it is. I did get November finished. I haven't marked them off yet. December's WIPGO calls are, what are they? Crosses of the Kingdom and Happy Christmas, You Filthy Muggle. So my personal goal is I just put 24 things down, and the goal is to get 500 stitches on the piece in the month it's called. She will call you 2 numbers every month, and so like for January it was 6 and 10. Okay, 6 and 10 is Cryptids and Spooky Hollow so series. So okay, pull out those 2 whips, get 500 stitches in on those whips, WIPGO complete. I have 3 days allotted a month for WIPGO. About a day and a half for each one, because 500 stitches should take me, if I'm stitching good and fast and I'm really focused, I can do about 200 stitches an hour. So 500 stitches should take about 2.5 hours. It could take more, depending on what I'm stitching, and if there's a lot of counting and all the things. So I plan for a day and a half on each of those. So 3 days for WIPGO between 2 whips. 3 days total for those 2 whips. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, the last thing is monthly progress on hang on. Okay, no, before monthly progress ones, I want to talk about the starts. I have 24 starts in 2024. Like I said earlier, I am going to prep them and get like the first couple of X's in on a corner, in a center, whatever the chart calls, whatever the chart needs. I will get the fabric, I will get the floss, I will get them in bags, I will get all the things ready so that come to the month that I actually want to start it, I can pick it up and go. And I can get 2 days of progress in, and there's not a huge delay in like kitting and finding all the, there's a lot of time involved in a new start before you actually start putting the X's in. So I want to get all of that out of the way so that when I come to actually starting it, I can just go. So I plan on doing 2 new starts every month, because there's 12 months, 24 starts. There you go. But I will prep all 24 on January 1st of 2024. So I have planned 2 days a month for one start and 2 days a month for the second start. So 4 days a month for new start stitching. Let me go over the 24 starts that I plan on starting. So Long Dog Samplers, the new normal. I call it Bubbles because there's bubbles. And a lot of the description of the story on the back talks about bubbles and staying inside your bubble and all of the social distancing and things that we had to do. The story on the back is really what sold this pattern to me. I highly encourage you to, freeze frame if you have to. Read this story. You will want to stitch this whip. I promise you, the meaning behind this whip really sold it to me. So, this will be a new start. I'm not sure what month yet, but that'll be a new start. I would like to start stitching this series. I'm going to start with this one. I have 4. There are 4 of them. I have all 4. Baby Got Backstitched is what I'm going to start with from Heartstring Samplery. I will be starting the Tiny Town series, and this is the one I'm going to be starting with. I'm going to start with the Love one. I'm probably going to start it in February. And I'm super excited about starting this series. I will be starting the States. I'll be starting the States. I don't know how fast these will be stitched up. Really interested to stitch this first one and see how fast they go. This might be a January one. and this is going on my board as a series. This is going on my whip list as a series, I should say. So I will not be done with this until all 50 are stitched. They're 52 weeks in a year. And a friend of mine said, well, if you stitch, you know, one a week, that'll be a finish in a year. I don't know. I don't know how that will play out. We'll see. Maybe. This is going to be a Mardi Gras start. This is by Dirty Annie's Stitching. And it is called Morticia's Second Line, and I will be actually stitching it long. So from here, this guy will pick up over here, and this whole row will continue off over here. So I'll be stitching it in a long pattern. I'll have to do like calculations and all that. See, that's why this is going to be done in December. Calculations on all the things to figure out how that's going to lay. But this will definitely be a Mardi Gras start on Mardi Gras Day. I don't know what day that is this next year. That's a moving holiday, so I'll have to figure that out. I will be starting Dragons of Sumatra by Ink Circles. Y'all, I want to find a deep red that kind of goes into a black and then back to a red and black. Like, I want it to be red and black. I want it to be, oh, it's going to be so good. So good. Yeah, there's a whole bunch on the back about Dragons of Sumatra and where it's all, this is an original sampler in which I collected up motifs from antique Indonesian textiles that I ran across whilst researching Tampan ship cloths. So, I mean, there's a whole, again, a lot of story involved in this pattern that made me want to stitch it. Plus, it's just glorious. I don't know what number we're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on 6. Number 7, I've had this kitted up for a long time, is the laundry series from Hands On Design. I know it's in a bag, but it's fully kitted already, so I will be starting the laundry series. That's number 7. Number 8, I will be starting the Snowman Collection series, and I will be starting with this one. So excited for this. That is number 8. Number 9, also in a Ziploc bag, sorry, is the Something Wicked, the first one by Sue Hillis. I'll be stitching everything. Every single thing in this, I will be FFOing it exactly like she calls for it to be FFO'd. I am super excited. I've got fabric and floss already in here, so excited. I think it's linen. It's linen that I have this kitted up with. That's number 9. Number 10, already kitted up. So, see, I'm already getting ready. Oh my god, these super cute. These super cute, guys. They're so cute. I'm going to be stitching them individually, though, I think. Stitching them on green fabric, which I think is really just going to make them pop. But this is 6 Cute Ghosts by Maria Bravko. I think that was number 10. Number 11. The beatings will continue until morale improves. I've had this kitted up forever, and I just have never started it. I mean, literally, I have everything. So, I'm going to be doing that. I think that was 11. I'm losing count, you guys. Oh, the Praiseworthy Stitches that I've already showed you was 12. I'm going to be starting the Tiered Tray, the Celebrate Tiered Trays by Madame Chantilly. This is number 13, and I'm going to be starting with the Halloween one, so it'll probably be a October start. I'm going to be starting this series. I have the entire series. This is part 12. I mean, I'll be probably starting with part 1, if I can. Yeah, part 1. This is Tiny Modernist. Love how cute these are, and yeah, I'll be starting this series as well. That's number 14. I have this, it came in like a whole thing with all the floss and everything. So that's number 14, and the rest I could not find to actually show you. So that's freaking 10 whips I couldn't find. I'm going to have to find them. But I do have them digitally to show you. Some of them are just digital anyways. So I will be starting these mini bottles by Irina. I don't know. She's got a lot of letters, and I don't even know what all the letters actually are. There you go. Irina something. I'll be starting these mini bottles. These mini bottles are like 44 by 54 or something like that. And I think that I want to do, there's 12 of them, and I want to do the entire series, finish it in the year. Okay. Then I will be stitching October Mood, it is called, but it is a Baba Yaga house, and it is by Owl Forest Embroidery. Come on. Why are you blowing out on me? Don't do that. Don't do that either. I only have this as a digital pattern. That's why I wasn't able to pull it to show it to you guys. I don't know where this one is. I think I've already pulled it and set it down somewhere. Hands-on design, my Stitcher's Heart. I plan on stitching the top of the box. I don't know if I'll stitch the rest of the pieces, but I will definitely be stitching that. That will definitely be a January 1st official start because I have a stitch along with some friends and we're all going to start a HOD design. I'll be starting Winter Snowfall by Shannon Christine, and I'll be doing it in purple colors. I'm super excited for that. We have quite a few. I know Christine from Apothecary Stitchery. Sorry, Christine, and Melina from Count Twice Stitch Once will be starting this with me. Both Christine and Melina are going to stitch this entire thing in beads. Beads. No stitching, all beads. They've already been pulling all of the white beads and then whatever color they're going to do the rest of the stuff in. Melina is actually stitching this one and Christine is stitching the other one that's like kind of more snowflakes. I'm super excited to see that. I can't... Okay, I can show it to you like this. This one is I Survived StitchCon 2027 and Brood X Stitch. And I have the fly swatter that it needs to be FFO'd on. So that definitely has to be a start. It should have been a start last year, and it wasn't. This Memento Mori, it's Dia de los Muertos. Basically, yes, Satsuma Street. I'm definitely starting that. And that's a huge one. Show that one. Oh, Jurassic Park Coffee Company Brewed to Extinction. This is by Silver Creek Samplers. I'm going to stitch that for my husband because he definitely brews his coffee to extinction. Lottie Daw's Toil and Trouble, and it's the nose. It's the Long Witch nose. I've already stitched the boot, so the nose needs to be done. My husband picked this pattern out and he's like, I would like you to stitch this. This is amazing. I would like you to stitch it. The most random thing. He's never picked a pattern. So I will be stitching Sleepy Hollow. This giant tree on the linen called for. I'll be doing that. And the last one is this pattern. Oh my god, those are all full crosses. There's no back stitching in there. That's all full crosses. It is called Halloween, and it is by Alessandra Adelaide Needleworks. It's 242 by 264. It's a huge one. So, yep, I'll be starting that as well. So those are my 24 starts. So 2 a month. Again, they're all being prepped January 1st, but 2 a month, and they'll get 2 days each in the month of their start. Okay? Their official start. However, those mini bottles are going to get 2 days every month. Because there's 12 of them, I want to see if I can't finish those by the end of the year. So I'm designating 2 days a month per bottle. I don't know if 2 days is actually going to work. I need to actually stitch one and see, because it's confetti and then there's a lot of back stitching in there. So, okay, then the monthly progress ones. So I'm talking about like every month, 1 day a month, these whips will get out and get worked on. So like Death by Cross Stitch gets worked on the 1st every month this year. That's going to continue next year. I don't know if it's going to continue on the 1st. I don't think assigning a day really worked for me, because I wasn't always available on that day to do that thing. So I'm not going to really assign days other than like Courage should be on the 15th, just because that's the anniversary. 100 Owls should be on the 14th because that's a birthday Sal with Busy Bee Stitches. So there's certain ones that might fall on certain days. Harry 1 is on the 7th because it's the Harry Potter Stitch Along or chat. So there might be certain ones that fall on certain days, but the rest of them they all get 1 day a month. The Spooky Hollow series from Little Stitch Girl, 1 day a month. Epic Mario. The Scara Day, I would like to really get some progress on that. 100 Owls is going to stay out. Courage is going to stay out. Death by Cross Stitch. The River, I would like to get the River out once a month, every month. I think I could get a finish on it this year if I do that. Rosetta, because I love Rosetta. Athena from Mirabilia. The F Word from that's like in the Lisa Frank style. Who charted that? Hold please. That's by Pretty Rude Embroidery. Crosses of the Kingdom. I would like to get 1 day on that a month. Harry 1. And then, yeah, that's it. No, and My Cunning Hade, 1 day a month. You guys, literally, I have every single day accounted for. Every single day of every single month. I have 30 days of things to work on. So on 31 months, I'll have an extra day. On February, I'm going to be screwed by 1 day. The planning was fun. The thinking of all the things I want to do, how they're going to work, how it's going to work, the things I'm going to focus on, pulling the whips that I really want to see some progress on, thinking about those kinds of things. All of this was so much fun. So much fun to do and plan out. Again, will it align? Maybe, maybe not. But I had fun doing it. And it actually gives me jumping off places and goals, because there's a lot of times where I sit down to stitch and I'm just like, what am I going to work on? This kind of tells me, you need to pick this up, you need to pick that up. So, and then I'm not also restricting myself to days a lot of times. So if I want to pick up Simple Gifts Halloween, if I want to pick up Athena, if I want to pick up the River, like whatever that day is calling to me, I can pick it up. So I would like to get a nice, probably one of these 31 bags to hold all of my every month. They get progress whips and keep them downstairs, because keeping them up here and then taking them like every month, that's going to be too much. Once a month coming up here, pulling it and then putting it back. So those kinds of things I think are going to live in like one of my 31 totes downstairs. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Those are all of the things, groups, challenges that I'm going to be doing. Carolyn Zook from Z Zook Stitch hosts her magazine monthly challenge Facebook group. Sorry, I'm getting a text message. Hold please. Okay. It was a random question. When's Grandma's birthday? Not till May. Anyways, what was I saying? I lost my entire train of thought by asking when Grandma's birthday was. Oh, Carolyn Zook's Magazine Monthly Facebook group. Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge. Something of those. Something along that line. Magazine Monthly Stitch Challenge. In January, she hosts Bringo, which she gives you a prompt for you to stitch along with every day of the month. So I might be doing that. AB Singo she hosts is later on in the year. I try to do that, and I try to make that work with what I'm already working on. We're gonna see. I may fill out my Beringo chart, fill in the prompts, see if I can make what I'm already working on fit in there. But also my fandom stitching is going to be starting. So I don't know what all that's going to entail. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got to say. I hope I talked about all the things that I wanted to talk about. If not, I will bring them up again in FlossTube for sure. But yeah, so I've been sitting here all day. My back is killing me. I hope you've enjoyed, if you watched the whip parade, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about all of my stitchy plans for 2024. Maybe join me in on some of these sales. If you're going to stitch the Halloween simple gifts, let me know. Please let me know so I can like tell everybody like what section we're stitching when. I don't know if I need to create a group for that. I don't know what I need to do. I should probably get with EJ from Sunshine Stitches, because she's hosting a stitch along kind of like that she's divided into 12 parts. I think she divided hers into 13. I'm wondering how she's doing that. So I might need to have a little brainstorm session with EJ to figure out how that's going to work. But yeah, let me know if you're going to join me on any of these things. If you see any of those starts that you want to start, and you want to start along with me, let me know. It's definitely a start along, never a stitch along. I'll start it. I'm going to put 2 days of progress into it, and then it's probably going away until 2025. Let's be real. So yeah. Okay, I'm done rambling. I will catch you guys all in FlossTube. I hope you have enjoyed hearing the plans, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.